The 5 signs of maturity. Maturity is more than simply attaining a certain age. It represents a thorough awareness of oneself and the world. It's the gradual maturation of one's character, in which experiences become useful lessons, emotions are managed with wisdom, and a sense of responsibility for oneself and others emerges. While people mature at different rates and in various manners, there are 5 typical indications of maturity. Emotional stability. Being emotionally stable entails handling your emotions with composure and balance. It entails being aware of and in control of your emotions rather than allowing them to rule you. Emotional stability is the ability to maneuver through your emotions without becoming overwhelmed. Think of your emotions as waves. It's about responding to circumstances carefully rather than rashly. In the end, emotional stability enables you to respond and resiliently to life's ups and downs. One example is imagine yourself late for a crucial meeting because of traffic. Instead of becoming angry, a person with emotional stability would respond coolly and concentrate on coming up with a solution. They could inhale deeply, think of other options, and interact with people impacted by the delay without becoming agitated or stressed out. This person can manage the circumstance without allowing their feelings to get out of control, exhibiting a calm and collected approach to difficulties. Being calm in critical situations is very important. Responsible decision-making. Making decisions responsibly entails giving them significant thought before deciding. It entails weighing the possible effects of your decisions and selecting the optimal course of action based on what is morally and sensibly appropriate. Think of it like navigating a ship. You have to direct it appropriately while considering the weather and impending hazards. Making responsible decisions entails reflecting on the past, realizing the effects of your decisions, and accepting responsibility for both the favorable and unfavorable results. In the end, it all comes down to choosing decisions that suit your morals and improve both your life and the lives of people around you. Let's say you have some spare cash that you are debating whether to use for a rainy day excursion or to purchase a new video game. Making responsible decisions would entail taking your long-term objectives and priorities into account. By deciding to put the money away, you're exercising financial responsibility by considering unforeseen expenses or emergencies. However, if you choose to purchase the video game, you are doing it consciously in order to enjoy it right now, weighing your options and selecting what makes the most sense for your long-term goals and general well-being are key components of responsible decision-making. Empathy and understanding. In a sense of maturity, empathy and understanding refer to the capacity to experience and comprehend feelings and viewpoints of others. Seeing the world from someone else's perspective is like putting yourself in their shoes. When someone is mature and empathetic, they listen carefully and try to understand others' experiences, even if they are not similar to their own. It entails treating people with respect and compassion, and acknowledging that each person faces different difficulties in the end. This mature quality promotes healthy relationships and a stronger bond with others around you. One example is imagining your friend is feeling really sad because they didn't do well on a test. Instead of saying, "Don't worry about it," you put yourself in their shoes and say, "I understand how disappointing that can be. Is there anything I can do to help?" That's empathy and understanding. It's like showing that you care about their feelings and want to support them, acknowledging their emotions instead of brushing them off. This simple act of kindness and consideration is a great example of empathy, and it reflects a mature and understanding approach to relationships. Accountability. In the perspective of maturity, accountability refers to accepting responsibility for your deeds. It's similar to taking responsibility for your decisions. Whether they result in errors or success are responsible. Mature individual considers how their own choices affected the circumstance rather than blaming others for their issues. It entails actively striving for improvement and actively learning from both achievements and setbacks in the end. Accountability is a crucial component of maturity, since it shows a readiness to change and assume personal responsibility. Imagine that anything goes wrong while you're working on a collective project. Accountability would be stating, "I realize I made a mistake in my part of the project, and I'll make sure to fix it." It's about owning up to your mistakes and acting appropriately. Rather than blaming your co-workers or offering excuses, being accountable at work could mean admitting mistakes in a report you turned in and making an effort to fix them without attempting to cast the blame elsewhere. Taking on this task demonstrates your dependability and willingness to grow from your experience, which fosters trust with others. Saying, "I own up to my actions and I'm committed to doing better," is ultimately what accountability is all about. Effective communication. Having an open, transparent discussion where both parties can understand one another is the definition of effective communication. It entails communicating your ideas and emotions in a form that is understandable to other people. Consider it as simple as giving someone clear directions so they know exactly where to go, or as conveying a message without any ambiguities. In order to foster understanding between parties, effective communicators not only talk clearly, but also pay close attention to what others are saying. In the end, clear communication ensures that everyone is on the same page, which strengthens relationships and helps to avoid misunderstandings or conflicts. One example is in the heat of battle. The commander noticed an unexpected enemy flank, quickly radioing the squad leaders. The commander conveyed the threat's urgency and adjusted the strategy. The squad swiftly adapted, outmaneuvering the enemy and securing victory through timely and effective communication. The first person we must examine is ourselves. John C. Maxwell. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe Harmonious Momentum.
Subscribe to my channel.